So today is a day I've looked forward to for a long time. I get to announce to you what it is that we've been working on for the past months, that I've been hinting about and thinking about, and Nate and I have been slaving away on this, especially Nate. And so I get to kind of reveal that, and in the process I get to tell you we're going to give this anvil away. 328 pounds of Peter Wright beauty, we're going to give it to somebody. And so both these things are closely connected, and here's how. If you've been watching this channel any period of time, you've probably figured out that we don't really do sponsorships the way a lot of other guys do. And that's not because we don't have people banging on our email account asking us to. It's pretty well constant. But we decided early on that that's not what this channel was about. What this channel was and is about bringing value and shining a light on craftsmanship. And through that process, bringing value to you, the viewers. And so we were spending a lot of time trying to figure out how we could do that. Remember that survey that you took 6 months ago? A lot of you responded, and one of the overwhelming and consistent messages of that survey was, man, I would really like to learn more about blacksmithing. In fact, I'd like to become a blacksmith. So since about 2 days after we got that survey back and saw what you guys wanted, we've been working hard at creating a course, a beginning blacksmithing course, so you can learn how to blacksmith. And not only can you learn how to blacksmith if you've got a shop, but you can learn how to blacksmith if you don't have a shop. You can learn how to blacksmith if you have any space at all, including a backyard or a parking lot or anywhere that you can pack up a kit and go and roll the kit out and start blacksmithing. We've developed a course, and we've been working hard, and it's taken us months. We are really happy and proud of how this material, how this course has turned out. There's hours and hours of it. The course is going to launch on March 27th. And so, in order to get the word out, we're going to do something really special. Let's talk about this anvil. This old beauty is a 328-pound Peter Wright anvil. They were made primarily in the 1800s. And at 328 pounds, this is not a standard anvil. You know, an ordinary, most widely distributed type of anvil is, you know, in the 125, maybe 160 pound range. Let me drop that. Probably from the 100 and 150 pound range is what is fairly standard. When you get into the 200 pound range, that's a darn good anvil. But when you get over 300 pounds, it starts to feel like a trophy, doesn't it? And the look of this thing, this is a brawny, sort of an aggressive, the proportions are just almost brutal, aren't they? It's perfect for an anvil. Peter Wright was, you know, I can't substantiate this, but I'm going to assert that perhaps Peter Wright is the most widely distributed anvil. Yeah, maybe not so much, but there's a lot of them. They were made in England, and a lot of them were brought to the United States, and so they show up all over the place. They're wrought iron all the way up to a hardened face, and the face on this one is hard. The rebound is good. See, it works. It's a real anvil. It's antique. It's ready to rumble. And it tickles me to be able to give this to one of you guys. So the Peter Wright logo on here is almost illegible. This old boy has been rusted in the past. But if you get the light just right, we can pick out, you know, the sense and the broad generals in broad strokes where the writing was, and it matches Peter Wright location. The steps on these sweeps are a dead ringer giveaway. This is a Peter Wright, and it's going to serve somebody well. This anvil came to us through a stroke of luck combined with auction fever. And if you've ever been to an auction, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. But Nate was online in pursuit of another anvil, and this came along, and it was represented as Peter Wright, and he just took one look at sort of the burly, gnarly characteristics of this old boy, and lo and behold, it ended up on his bought list. So after Nate got this at the auction, and by the way, he picked up another anvil at the same auction. I'm afraid I have infected him with the virus, okay? But so he called me up, and he was all sly, and he said, Dad, you got to go down to the trucking outfit and pick up something I had shipped. Okay, great. And when I got there and I told him who I was and what the number was, and I got to look at that pallet, my jaw was on the floor. And got it home, and there was just a little bit of repair that needed to be done, and so I did that and shined it up, and we started talking about what are we going to do. And well, right away I had to make a stand, so I made a stand for it that turned out pretty slick. I'm happy with it, and that's going with it. I mean, if you win this thing, you're going to get it on the stand. And gradually, as it kind of took shape and we thought, man, this has showed up in my shop for some kind of a reason, and what are we going to do with it? And then we started talking about the course, and all of a sudden we knew exactly what we were going to do with it. I've been given 3 anvils in my life. Man, it was something. It was something to receive those. I love them, perhaps more than any other tool in my shop. And now all of a sudden I've got this chance to do the same thing. And it feels great. In fact, I can tell you this is not the last time that we're going to be giving away anvils on this channel. But I can just about guarantee you this, I'll bet this is the last time we give away an anvil like this one. I just don't think it's very likely that we'll ever give away an anvil this big or this, how would you describe this old boy? Perfect. I doubt we'll ever give away another anvil as perfect as this old Peter Wright. To enter to win this anvil, go to anvilgiveaway.com. Entering to win the anvil will help keep you notified about the launch of the course. And you're going to want to know about that because this is an opportunity that I hope you don't miss.